Hi everyone, welcome back to Her Happy Mind. Today I want to talk about something that I think so many people misunderstand when it comes to health, energy, and feeling good in our own bodies. A lot of people think that if you're struggling with craving, inconsistent workouts, poor sleep, or emotional eating, it means that you need more discipline. But what if it's not discipline? Okay, hear me out. What if your body is not working against you? What if it's actually trying to protect you? Before we can even talk about food choices, routines, or staying consistent, we need to talk about something even more foundational, and that is your nervous system. Because if your body and mind are constantly in stress mode, your habits are going to reflect survival, not balance. And that changes everything. Research shows that chronic stress and higher cholesterol can predict stronger food cravings and future weight gain over time. So today I want to help you understand why your body might be asking for safety before it can fully support change. Think of your nervous system like the Wi-Fi in your house. If the connection is glitching, everything else is going to lag. And so if your sleep gets off, if your digestion feels weird, your cravings get louder, your energy crashes, the same thing happens in the body. When your nervous system is overwhelmed, your body shifts into what we call survival mode. This is the classic fight or flight response that we hear all the time. And in this state, stress hormone rises, your mind becomes more repetitive, your sleep often becomes lighter or more disruptive, your comfort behavior feels more tempting, and planning ahead just feels a lot harder. And quick relief starts to win over long-term goals. This is why after a long, stressful day, people often don't crave broccoli and a calm evening routine. They crave sugar, chips, takeout, scrolling, anything that gives the brain fast relief and that numbing sensation. And this is not weakness. That is your brain looking for regulation through reward. That over time now, with how easy our phone access is, it's trained for that. And when stress becomes chronic, those patterns can become your habits. Because if you're constantly stressed, if you work in a stressful job, your brain's going to be trained like that faster than someone else. And so our nervous system spends most of its time moving between two main states. The first state is the whole fight or flight mode. This is a state of prediction. So your body thinks something is wrong, stay alert, conserve your energy in case you have to react in a faster manner. And this might be triggered by modern things, not like back in the days, but modern things, work stress, relationship conflict, notifications all day, right? When you're out of work, turn your notifications off, turn your social media notifications off, please. It could be triggered by your poor sleep, your overtraining, your skipping meals, your emotional overwhelm, your constant of multitasking. When you get home, you might be like doing the dishes, checking emails, talking to the kids, like pick one task and do it, because over time, your brain is going to explode with you can't even do one thing anymore. You have to do multiple things. And at the beginning, yes, multitasking is brilliant. Women do it perfectly, but over time, that's not always the best thing. The second state is rest and digest. And this is where the body feels safer. In this mode, digestion works better. Sleep quality improves, hormones regulate more smoothly, your emotions feel easier to process, and healthier choices require less force. And so these routines feel more stable. And this is a state where habits become easier because the body is no longer spending all its energy on protection. It's spending energy on repair, clarity, and balance. This is why I always say mental fitness matters just as much as physical fitness, because your mind shapes the environment your body is living in. And when your mental world is full of rumination, overthinking, anxiety, self-criticism, perfectionism, the all or nothing thinking. I'm trying to think if I'm missing anything here, but if it's a world like that, it becomes harder to stay consistent. Not because you don't care, but because your brain is exhausted. And this is where health becomes less about punishment and more about self-trust. Mental fitness should look like calming your nervous system before bed. It should look like noticing what emotional triggers you have before you go to your fridge or grab a snack. It's not using movement as a punishment. It's building routines that work on hard days and learning to pause before you react. The calmer the mind is, the easier it is to make decisions that support the body. And honestly, that's where sustainable health starts, when you can do certain things no matter what your emotional state is. And that's where emotional intelligence, people that are emotionally intelligent and can not stay in a state forever, are the ones that are going to be the most successful, are going to be the ones that are mentally more fit and even physically more fit, because no matter what, they have that routine that they're sticking to. And so how do we actually support this, right? This might all sound good in theory, but what do we actually do? And it's not by pushing harder, but by helping the body feel safe enough to work with us, not against us. So here are a simple few habits. Prioritize sleep. Poor sleep can increase hunger and cravings the next day, especially for a quick comfort food. So prioritize your sleep. Number 2, gentle movement. Walking, stretching, or like a low pressure movement. Exercise helps the body release stress and improve your emotional regulations. The next one is reduce your stimulations. Less late night scrolling, fewer notifications that are on, and giving your brain space to decompress with no noise, no lights, no flashing videos. It's so important. And eating consistently. Skipping meals can make the body feel stressed because it doesn't know if it's eating soon, while regular nourishment creates that stability that your body loves and is looking for. Another one is pause before reacting. So even one deep breath before you eat, you text, or you spiral helps the brain teach itself that we are safe and we do not need to panic. These tiny movements are what builds your emotional regulations. These tiny habits build your nervous system to feel calm again. So it's not going to always, go to the fridge, or it's not going to be like, oh, I'll work out tomorrow, right? So if your health habits have been feeling hard lately, I want you to stop asking yourself, what's wrong with me? And start asking yourself, what is my body trying to protect from me right now? Because sometimes that most powerful health shift is not doing more. It's creating enough safety, sleep, calm, and consistency that your body no longer needs to live in survival mode, because your body is not fighting you. It's trying to be at peace with you. And a lot of bodies are in conflict right now. And it's adapting to that environment your mind and life are trying to give it. And when you support your nervous system, your habits start to feel less force and more like alignment. And that is where real well-being begins. And so until our next episode, I want you to protect your peace. I want you to train your brain, and I want you to take care of the body that's always trying to care and take care of you. So stop fighting your brain, stop fighting your body, and try to unite them as well. Our bodies are connected to our minds are connecting to our bodies. So if we're trying to pin them against ourselves, that is going to keep us in the fight or flight mode. That is maybe why you can't let go of the weight. You don't have the energy. You don't have the discipline. It's because your body is in your survival mode and not in the rest and digest. So if you have any questions about these two states, these two modes, send me a message, DM me on Instagram at herhappymind, comment on this video, share this with someone, subscribe. And if you have been here for a while, thank you so much. Your support means everything to me. And enjoy yourself, and please practice these tips this week and see where your body is at. And I would love to know in the comments if you'd like to share, are you in survival mode or are you in rest and digest? Bye, everyone.